All right. I think we are just about ready here. Looks like things are up and running. What's up, you guys in the chat? Let me know if you can hear me all right. I just got to grab all my stuff. What's going on, Ahmad? Got Mid-City Digital, Richard B. All right, good. I thought I turned off this thing that displays my background. Let me see if I can get that out of here. I don't know why I'm still seeing that. All right, hold on just a second. I'm gonna fix a couple of settings and then we should be good to go. Got that. All right, I don't know why that's showing up. Oh well. So, happy Friday, everybody. Nice to see you all here. All right, dude, I would totally pronounce your name, but no idea how to pronounce it. Oyelami? Am I saying that right? Well, welcome. We're going to give it a few minutes before we get started, just to give people time to join in case anyone got like last-minute stragglers and stuff. What time is it where you guys are? Learning a crazy new camera setup? Man, all these dang cameras. I bought a camera just for live streaming. I think we used it like once. I don't even think we ever used it for live streaming. Ultimately, I ended up with back with the Logitech camera. Borislav, what's up? Welcome to the chat, to the live stream. Cool. Glad. Texas time. The only time that matters. I'm up here in Missouri. 1 a.m. in the UK. Whew. That's about the time I normally wake up. But I've been preparing for this live stream. Normally I'm in bed by 7. Early sleeper, and I get up super early. But I'm trying to push my sleep schedule back so I can start staying up later. 5:30 a.m. in Pakistan. Cool. Well, that's rough for some people, I guess. 3:30 in Bulgaria. 3:30 at night or in the morning. I thought it would be easier for people if I was on in the evening time for people to show up in the live stream. So that's kind of interesting to see that it's such early times where you guys are. We'll probably wait for I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 10, 15 minutes to give people just time to get in here and bring their profiles. We've got some profiles that are over in our Discord server, so people drop the links there. But whoever shows up, we'll try and get them in. Morning. So, if it's morning, what day is it? Is it Saturday for some of you? Because it's still Friday here. It's Friday evening. (1:32) in Nigeria. It's crazy. Time zones are crazy. And traveling between time zones is always crazy too, so. You can drop the link in here if you want. Since we're going to wait a few minutes, if you drop it in here and I, for some reason, am not reviewing it, just drop it again or something. Yeah, you can paste it in here. In fact, let me I'm just going to pop open a notepad real quick. If you drop the link, I'll just copy it into this notepad. But yeah, you guys can put it straight in the chat if you want. It's totally fine. Or if you're in Discord, you can put it in the Upwork profile channel, and I'll go check it out there. Oh, now my phone's going to be buzzing like crazy probably. Hold on, I'm going to turn the sound down. Okay, I see Borislav's in there. Cool. Now I lost my chat. Still trying to figure out the best setup for live streams. It's been, we did a test stream the other day, and then that was just kind of to make sure I could actually get live again. But it's been a long time since I had anything set up, so it's weird having to figure it all out. I don't know how y'all are waking up so at those times of day on Saturday. So, okay, so it's Saturday, but did you wake up for this live stream, or are you still up from the night before? Because I know usually when people are up like 1 in the morning, it's because they stayed up the night before. Ahmad, I never saw a link come through on the live chat. Can you send it to me again? Maybe the live chat doesn't allow for links. I'm not really sure. That could be a problem. Try to post a link in the chat, and if it doesn't allow you to do that, let me know. Okay, if you just sent the link, it's not showing me any links. There's no links in the live chat, so that's probably something that would have been nice to know before the live chat. Let me see if there's some setting or something I can use to fix that for this one. Let me see. I'm going to see, where can I edit this? Alright, so let me grab the Discord link, because that could be a problem for some people. Where's my invites? What the hell? Guess I'll create a new one. Never expire. Why are these links expiring? Okay, I'm gonna post it in here and hopefully this will work. There's the Discord link for you guys who are trying to post your profile links in the chat. It's not showing me those links, so I guess it's just blocking them. I need to change a setting or something for that. But just go into Discord and then go to the Upwork profile review channel and drop your links into the profile reviews channel. And then that way I can see it. Okay. Tololope, hope I'm saying that right. Welcome to the server, welcome to the stream. And I think I see your profile in there. $8:35 in Malaysia. Man, these times are crazy. All right. I'm just winding down. So I had to push my bedtime back, started getting up later in the morning. So I'm trying to push it back to where I get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning so I can stay up later at night. Iniola, hope I'm saying your name right. Man, there's always so many people with names that are like challenging for me to pronounce. I always wonder. Y'all need to change your names. Change all your names to something simple. No more than 3 letters. Lex, Lex. Online Pondit. Can you swing by the Discord server? I just dropped the link up there and post your link in the profile review page because we're having problems with getting the links through the chat. Bob, that's a good name. That's kind of my favorite name right there. And then you'll probably tell me that I'm pronouncing it wrong. You'll be like, it's boob. All right, we're going to get started here in just in a minute. I'm going to go over into our profile review chat. Tolulope. I got your profile there. I see your link. I'm just going to start at the top. Christopher from the Discord chat was the first person to drop a link for us, so just copy that one. Yeah, Upwork's been a wild place lately. They make so many freaking changes. It's hard to keep up with everything. I just saw some changes today that I was like, I noticed people's titles are looking funny. People's titles look funny because they added a thing where you can message people. And now I'm getting all these clients messaging me, but not sending, they haven't made a job post or anything yet. All right, let's swing over to Upwork. Get that up on the screen. And you should be able to see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just pop the link in the URL. Let's see. So we're going to look at Christopher E. and his profile. I've got it up on the screen. Y'all should see it here. Trying to keep track of my chat screen too, so if I don't respond for a second, if you guys can ask questions or whatever, it's just a chill hangout stream. We'll be here for a while. Just move the support graphics from the bottom of the live stream. Yeah, let me see where that's at. Let me move that over. Maybe we'll put that over here for now. Okay. I want to move these over just a little bit more. Oh, there's the live chat. Okay. Once I get everything all scooted around here. My monitor's kind of big, so it makes everything look funny on the stream. This should be way over here. Anyway, we'll just dive into this, I guess, and we'll go for as long as we feel like going. I'm kind of situated in here, so Christopher E. got your profile up here. I don't know who you are in the chat right now, so if you're here, say hey or whatever, or don't. Daniel, hey there, welcome to the stream. So we're going to look at some different aspects of these Upwork profiles. Hopefully you guys will get some good information from this. I'm just going to break down things that I see when I'm looking through these. So I open this profile. First thing I see, Forex and Crypto Writer, $20 an hour. He's got a book a consultation here, $50. Pop down his window here. All right, the bio looks a little bit crazy to me. What else we got up here? Article and blog writing, other sales and marketing. So what I'm seeing right now is, from a client perspective, first thing I'm noticing is this 97% job success. If you guys can keep yourself at 100%, you really, really want to. It's really important because there's so many people who are out there with 100%. So it's just really important that you strive to satisfy clients when you're working through Upwork. Well, really anytime, but when you're working through Upwork, it's more important. Gazanfar, hey there. Chris Finance. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. All right, so when I'm reading through this, the first thing I'm noticing is Forex and Crypto Writer. This is a bit too long. I always want to see this be 3 words or less, and it should be the specific thing that your clients are searching for. So what are they searching for? I think Forex Writer is really specific if you were to choose Forex Writer or Crypto Writer. With Crypto Writer, it's kind of a weird space because I think clients are usually searching for crypto content writer. I don't know. I've seen Crypto Writer though, so you could possibly rank for Crypto Writer. You've got 3,000 in earnings, so you've got enough earnings to start ranking in search results. But I would want to see this probably as Forex Writer. That seems like a more niche place and a place where you're going to have less competition. Going down into your bio, I'll read through it here. I'm an expert Forex and crypto content writer, and I won't stop working until you get the results you need. If you need any content, articles, blog posts, courses, webpage content, intermarket analysis and research, technical analysis relating to Forex, stocks, crypto, and the financial market, you have clicked on the right profile. All right, and then you've got why choose me over other freelancers. You've got some reasons here. I'm going to tell you the first thing that I'm seeing out of all of this. I'm noticing these I's, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm all about not starting with I. So anytime you're starting with I in your bio, it's going to position your bio to look like basically every other bio out there, at least in the search results. So when a client clicks through those search results, if they're even finding you in search results, all of the other freelancers are starting with I, so they're just seeing I. And then they come into your bio and they're seeing I am instead of you focusing on them. So I am an expert Forex crypto writer. That's another key word there, expert, because experts don't usually call themselves experts. They don't have to. Their words tend to convey that they are an expert. So I would get rid of the word expert and just reword this somehow to start with something other than I. And that goes for any of you out there who have the word I as the first word of your bio, which many of you do. All right, so I won't stop working until you get the results you need. I think you could be more targeted with this if you were to change this and go with just focus on one specific problem that these clients have. And coming on down here, this one doesn't start with I. It says if you need any content articles. So I like that you have the focus on them, but then we kind of switch right back to I. All of these are I statements. And you have another I statement here and then an if statement. It's okay to start with if, but it's starting with the letter I, so it just seems like you've got a whole bunch of I words. I would try to switch this to the word you if at all possible. So it says, I would ensure that your content is rich and informative. For me, if I was writing this, maybe I would say your content will be rich and informative. So that's just a way to reframe that. So it's putting that emphasis on the client. This is about you. Other things that I'm noticing just from your bio right here, this part is really, it's not quite a wall of text, but it's all jumbled together. So for these, you've got dash marks. I would switch these to emojis and then break this up so that you have space between here. You've got more space. DKSD. Hey, how are you? Gazanfar, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Pop that in Discord. I don't have another option other than Discord right now. How else? I don't really have any other quick access way because I thought we were going to be able to drop it right into the chat, but I wasn't expecting that the chat would not allow me to see links. Shazabe. Hi there. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So it looks all right up here. I think that your price point at $20 an hour, that price point based on the 3,000 earned, the 97%, and just what you've got in here, I think it's an okay price point. Preferably, I would want to see this up around $40 an hour. I think that would be a better price point for you. And if you switch it up, even if you switch to $30 an hour, you'll probably get some invitations, so it'll just kind of kickstart things. If you need high quality content on Forex, stocks, crypto, or any sector of the financial markets. So if you're talking about financial, maybe you could just be a financial writer. That's a little bit more high level, and that would capture both crypto and Forex. So then you wouldn't have to try to split yourself up between these two. I notice you've got article and blog writer over here. Okay, so you've got kind of the same thing. So your other profile has stocks writer. Shorten these to 3 words or less and then make them the same. You want to have your title here should be exactly the same as it is over here on both profiles for SEO purposes. All right, I'm going to continue on down. Let me make sure I'm on the main profile. I thought, okay. Where's your portfolio? You need a portfolio, dude. There's like no portfolio down here. That is a huge red flag for me as a client. Hold up. I can review your profile. Thanks for saying that. I can review it if you'll pop it into the Discord chat. So if you need the Discord, just scroll up in the chat. I posted the link up above, somewhere up there. In the future, I may need to get a moderator who can post this link. But if you'll go into the Discord chat and just post it into the Upwork profile review place. Am I still on the specialized profile? Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's 3 profiles there. Good catch. So all 3 of these profiles, I think you only need 2 profiles. You don't actually need 3 profiles. In my experience, 2 is enough, and just make them exactly the same. I don't know if you guys have seen my profiles, but my profiles are exactly the same. The specialized one is exactly the same as the main one, and the pricing and all of that's the same too. Okay, so here when I'm scrolling down on the main profile, you've got a 3.5 star feedback, and I think that you need to take some jobs, like some quick jobs probably, to push that down. That looks really ugly from a client perspective. You want to get rid of that. I mean, you've got top rated, so you could potentially hide that from your profile. You should be able to, unless you've already used up your ability to hide stuff. There's your profile. That makes sense now. Okay, so you've got your portfolio. All right, so full disclosure, I've had a little bit of vodka this evening, so if I say anything too crazy, just reel me back in. Portfolio in your main profile. You need to have, Chris, you need to put the portfolio in all of your profiles. I think whenever I put my portfolio in my specialized profile, it automatically adds the stuff to the main profile as well. But you might have to rearrange the order a little bit. How do you hide recent jobs? You hide recent jobs by, I don't know the exact process. I've never had to do it. I just know you have to be top rated to do it. All right, so I need to speed this up a little bit, but I'm going to go into your portfolios. So your portfolios, to me, they don't have enough description. You need to make these descriptions longer. You've got good tags here. They're relevant, financial, crypto content. But this text under the project description needs to be way longer. That way, and that should be for all of these. Make them longer so that you have a better shot at ranking for SEO. All right, down here, working with Binox. These can also be longer, more descriptive, but don't start them with I. Start them with something other than I, and you'll be good. You've got, okay, your keywords are in there. Good, good, good. But you need to figure out what your main keyword is going to be so that you can rank for it. You're not going to rank for this probably, Forex and Crypto Writer. No clients are going to be searching for that. They're going to search for Financial Writer, or they're going to search for Forex Crypto Writer. So that's about it for this one. I think we will move on to the next one. I'll try and be a little faster with them. I lost my spot. Richard says, how can I tell if my spec samples are good enough to put in my Upwork portfolio as a copywriter? Well, for my portfolio pieces, I put just whatever I got. Whatever I have is what I'm putting in there. Like, you can put, it doesn't have to be super great or anything. Clients are looking for, they're looking for stuff that's relevant for them. So the more relevant it is to the jobs that you are applying to, the better it's going to be. But whatever you've got should go in your portfolio. I think that a large part of it is building credibility by showing that you've done a lot of jobs. So the more stuff that you've got in your portfolio, the better. I've got like, I don't know, maybe like 9 pages of portfolio pieces. And I don't really care if it's good or not anymore, because it's just more social proof. It's showing I've done all of this work. Clients aren't going to go through every piece anyway. So the more you've got, the easier it is going to be to attract those clients. All right, let's go to the next one. What do we got here? We got Francisco. Francisco's is email copywriter for e-commerce. I think this should just be email copywriter for e-commerce. I would change this to e-commerce email copywriter. So it's just 3 words. $45 an hour, good price point. You've got 100% JSS, top rated, good stats. Email marketing, okay, looks the same over here. So you've got the same between your 2 profiles. That's good. Going into your bio, you're not starting with I. You've got email templates, don't work. You're targeting their problem immediately right off the bat. That's good. Copy tailored to your own specific business. I don't need to read through all of this. I can see that this is a pretty good one. You're using a personal style, and I like that. So you're using your personal style in your copywriting. You're demonstrating what you can do. I think that's really good. You can set up these email flows. Interested, let's chat and see if we are a good fit for each other. You've got a call to action down there. Excellent. You won't be able to share the link to this chat. I thought we could, but we're not able to. So I'll have to look at the settings later and figure out why that happened. Because we should have been able to send stuff through the chat, but we're not able to. So overall, this is a pretty good bio. The only thing that I might change here is making it a little bit longer, but I don't know, because some clients don't really want to read through a super long bio. So it's written in a personal and friendly way, and it doesn't start with I, so it's all good there. Coming down, you've got, looks like pretty good feedback, 19 jobs completed. Your portfolio, that's an interesting one. Email marketing strategy and copywriting. Welcome sequence for SEO specialists. Okay, your skills, you might want to add a few more tags here just to help you get more people to reach out to you. For your portfolio, I think you could pick different cover photos. These cover photos really aren't very pretty. They're not that attractive looking to clients. Maybe you could change that a little bit in something like Inkscape or Canva to where you spruce it up and make it a little more clean. When I open this up, this is kind of hard on the eyes, so I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. I'm just seeing 8.8% open rates, 3% click rates, 50. So I'm seeing some open rates. I guess maybe if I have a specific idea for what I want with regard to click rates in mind, then those are going to be really, I guess it says worst email, last email. I don't know. This is a little bit too much for me. I think you should simplify your portfolio pieces, because I guess we have the click rates here, the conversion rates, and then we're showing what you change them to down here. For me, it's a little bit hard on the eyes, but if a client takes the time to read through this, which I don't know if they will, then I guess they could see the benefit. But clients are kind of weird sometimes, and they don't really think like that. So, but the numbers are good, so at least there's that. Down here, you've got one employment history. I would add some more because this is going to help you rank. This is going to help your SEO. You need more employment history, more other experiences. And whatever you put in there, it should have, this is good. This is email copywriter. That's kind of your target keyword. So that should be in your other experiences and your employment history too. Overall, pretty good profile. I like this one. I think that it's strong enough to rank in search results, but it's not going to rank in search results with that title and without the other experiences down here having the right keyword. So you need e-commerce email copywriter. You can probably rank for that. You're not going to rank for email copywriter at this point, though. I think you would need more SEO optimization for that. Okay, let's see what else we got. We are going to do Mohit Singh. No, wait, I've got Angela's. All right, let's do Angela's. Food writer. Totally different name, but okay. That's such a that's such an interesting niche. It's kind of funny because it's like it's so specific, and I wouldn't expect it. Are clients searching for food writer is my question. So I like that it's only 2 words. Are clients searching for food writer? If they are, then I think it's a really good one. Are you looking for a creative and compelling food writer who can make your food blog or recipe website stand out, grow with organic traffic, and add value to your business? So a creative and compelling food writer. So, okay, I like that you're starting with are you looking for. That's different from the word I think that it's pretty standard for copywriters and content writers to start with something like this. So you could probably change it up a little bit to stand out a little bit more. And also, I would probably target whatever the big problem is that they have that they're trying to solve by hiring you. Like, there's definitely a problem here, and I don't really know what it is because I'm not really familiar with the food writing market, but you need to find that big problem that your clients repeatedly have and then try and capture that. Are you looking for a creative and compelling food writer? Well, that's where the problem would go, right there. What are they trying to solve right there? As a food business owner, you would want someone who can turn your half-baked ideas into sumptuous content that your readers will want to gobble up. What I like about your bio so far is that it is really fluent and it's coming across, it's a natural English style, so I think that you're demonstrating your skill. So good job there. One thing I would caution you about is this right here. As a food business owner, you would want someone who can turn your half-baked ideas, so you're telling them what they would want or what they will want. I don't like it when people tell me what I want because it's like presumptuous to me. It's like you're assuming that you know what I want. And if you do know what I want, then maybe pose it as a question so it doesn't feel like you're telling me what I want, but you're asking me, is this something you need? And if it is something I need, then I'm going to connect with that, I'm going to relate to it, I'm going to feel a little more in sync with you and a little more rapport. I got to play that keyboard behind me? Well, if you guys want to hear me butcher a song, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe at some point, if I'm brave enough for that. I'm just a beginner with keyboard. Okay, so she says, that's where I come in. My name is Marion. I've got 3 years of experience working with dozens of clients and brands in the food industry. With my passion for food, cooking, and writing, I've helped a lot of food bloggers develop appetizing food content. All right, so we're switching from a you focus up here to a me focus down here. My writing services include, and then here's what she talks about. When you work with me, you get. This I like. Here we've got a presupposition that the client is going to work with you when you work with me, not if. I like that. Overall, it's not bad. I like that you put the client before you started talking about yourself. This part here, if you're going to do, you've got 3+ years experience, dozens of clients, maybe you could list some of the clients that you've worked with. Like, can you name drop some of the clients? You need more credibility. Credibility is a huge factor in getting hired these days. And I think that's really important for a lot of you who are not really dialing in on your credibility. What makes you a credible person? Is it your education? Do you have degrees? Is it certifications? Is it past employment experiences? I don't think people should focus so much on their years of experience, but what was that experience? What makes you credible? What makes you an expert without saying that you're an expert? That's what you're looking for. All right, let's scroll on down. So we got a 4.0 is the first feedback. You'll want to work to fix that. I think that 4.0 is probably why you've got the 96% up here. And okay, so your other profile, your specialized profile has SEO content writer. So to me, and this is just my perspective, I don't really have any proof of this other than my own profile, which usually ranks high in search results. But you've got 2 different titles, you're targeting 2 different things. Here you're targeting SEO, and you're kind of saying the same stuff it looks like, but you're just positioning it for SEO. Which one of these brings you more work? Which is the one that clients come to you more often for? SEO content writer, that's going to be super hard to rank for on Upwork. Food writer is going to be less hard to rank for because I suspect there's a lot less freelancers targeting that keyword. You got a 4.0 there. I think that you may need to work on, I wish they would tell, like they're not saying why they left only 4 stars. That would give us some really good insights and feedback. if we knew why they were leaving four stars instead of 5, we could dial it down to like, is it because of communications? Was there a communications problem? Was there a delivery problem? Was there somewhere along the way expectations were not met between the two of you? What the client expected to get and what they got was misaligned. So it would be helpful to know why. All right, you've got your, there's a big problem right here. As a writer, you've got front page design for a food blog and homemade food. This looks really bad from a client perspective because it's starting with a lowercase f. That should be a capital F. And that's a big red flag for me because it says something about proofreading. The pictures look all right and they make sense for your branding. They're pictures of food, so that makes total sense. Okay, the pictures in here look good. This looks like copywriting to me. This doesn't look like content writing, so that's kind of, you said you're a food writer, but this is copywriting. But okay, so this is just a picture of the services you offer. 100% plagiarism free, high resolution images, well-researched content, timely delivery. I designed the front cover and made one of the dishes at home using an online recipe. Okay, so this should not be your first portfolio piece because this isn't talking about food writing. I mean, is there an article attached to this? Front design for a food blog. If this isn't food writing, clients don't care. They don't want to see that you designed a picture. You need to swap this out for something else. You got food recipes, well-written food articles. This one should be your first one because this is something that clients are actually searching for when they come to your profile. All right, let's see here. Client's blog was based specifically on various food and how to make them right in the comfort of your home. Yeah, you should expand your description and then just talk more about this. Whatever is in these attachments, I don't want to click on attachments and no client does, so you should take the writing and put it right here in the description. That'll make you more SEO optimized. It's going to increase the word count on this, and it's going to make it easier for the client to see what you were writing. So that's going to make your life a little bit easier. All right, article spinning, content editing. These are mostly related, so skills are good. Employment history. You've got some employment history in here, but you need to extend this. You need to put more text in here. Under the employment history on Upwork, they only give you a little bit of space to fill in, but you should put more stuff in there. And preferably you would put food writer at the beginning of this if you want to rank in the search results. Other experience, assistant secretary, personal project, writer. Okay, so my first working experience was an assistant secretary at a magazine company. While I was there, I was able to develop my writing skills, learn new skills from other people. I like that you're relating this back to your writing abilities, but again, you'll want to talk about, if at all possible, find some way to put food writer up here. And this is just kind of a small hack to get it to rank in search results. You've earned 6,000, so you should be able to rank at the top of search results pretty easily for food writer. And overall, your profile's not bad. I think that your rates, I would raise your rates probably, especially if you can get this 4.0, if you can get another good feedback up here, raise your rates, maybe $35 an hour, $40 an hour, or just don't do hourly work, which I don't do hourly work, so. What do we got? Now we're gonna get to Mohit. I'll copy that link. All right. Mohit, your profile is set to private. I can't review your profile if it's set to private. Nobody can see your profile, so that's why you're not getting found if you're wondering why nobody's inviting you to gigs. Oilami used to get invites, but he doesn't anymore. What would I suggest he work upon? Been doing a couple of profile tweaking over time. I would suggest if you were getting invitations and you're not now, well, one thing you can do to kickstart your invitation is change your rates. Maybe change them up by $10 an hour, down by $10 an hour. That'll usually kickstart Upwork sending you invitations. I've done it multiple times this week. So within this last week, I've changed my rates between, I think it was at 100 and then 110 and then back down to $100 an hour. And each time I get invitations, either the next day or within 1 to 2 days. Richard wants to know how I can sell myself as a copywriter if I don't have any proof elements to put on my profile overview. Well, you can make some proof. Just go find some products to write. I mean, what kind of writing are you doing? What kind of copywriting? If you're doing, like, let's say product descriptions, go find a product, go find a website that's got products, and then just write a product description about that product. And you don't have to write a branded product description. You don't have to mention that it's Nike or whatever. Just write a product description for shoes, and then take that product description, put it in a Google Doc, or if you wrote it in Google Docs, just put it into your portfolio. It doesn't have to be paid work. It doesn't matter. Clients aren't going to ask about it, so when you're starting out as a copywriter, clients are focusing on, like, do I like this guy's writing style? And if they like your writing style, then they'll hire you, or at least they'll interview you and give you that shot. Okay, I gotta find another one, I guess, since this profile was set to private. Borislav. We're gonna do Borislav next. Crypto gambling copywriter. That is super specific. That's like super niche down. Love it. Got $67 an hour, good price point. 91% job success, so you're still up over that 90%. I think that as long as you're up in the 90% range, you're good. You're like teetering on the edge. Once you get into the 80s, for me, I'm not hiring most people who are in the 80s, so be careful with that. Why is this popping up the wrong thing? And he says, what's your opinion on switching to a different niche, and do you think it affects visibility? Visibility, well, I guess that depends on what you mean in terms of visibility. I mean, for me, okay, so I tried switching to content writer, or at least I tried to rank for content writer when most of my stuff was focused on copywriting, and I wasn't able to do it. I couldn't rank for content writer, and I also couldn't rank for crypto writer. I could only rank for, like, crypto copywriter because that was close enough to my main skill, which was copywriter. So if you're switching to a different niche, you're going to need to build your entire profile around that. And it's not going to affect your visibility as long as your profile has strong SEO. Then you'll be able to get to the top of search results. But if you're trying to rank for more than one term, like if you're trying to rank for copywriter and content writer, then it's going to be a problem. Beyond that, it's not going to affect your visibility except for whenever you make any changes to your Upwork profile. Anytime you make changes, that's going to affect your visibility, at least for a day or two. Okay, so Borislav's profile. So he's got a specialized profile and a main profile. Whoa, what is going on with this title? I don't know what you're doing here with this one. Make your specialized profile title the same as this one, crypto gambling copywriter. I don't know if that's too niche. I don't know what that space is like. So if you're getting clients like that, then I would suggest keeping it, but definitely change this one to reflect your main profile because that one's much better than the other title. Okay, so you don't start with I. You've got an immersive live casino gaming environment, Gonzo's Treasure Hunt. Wait, what? An immersive live casino gaming environment, Gonzo's Treasure Hunt, is the 8th redrop round. Okay, I see what you're doing. And the multipliers are drastically increasing. So you're dropping us right into a story. So the fact that I was a little bit confused about that may be a reason to double check it. Maybe there's a different way you can start it. But for me, it was a little bit confusing. I just didn't know what I was reading at first. Once I got to the second sentence, I was like, okay, this is a story. You're telling a story. There's still a chance to hit the maximum win from the game. Another redrop feature is activated. You feel your seat getting sweaty. Your body starts to fill with excitement from head to toes. Love your storytelling abilities. Very good. I like that you're telling us what we're feeling, and you're putting us in that experience. Taking a big breath before the moment of truth is mandatory. The last round, so for me, this would be like you take a deep breath, or you take a big breath. Instead of telling me, keep showing me. The last round that will reveal if you take home $1 million goes underway. Okay, so that's pretty good. I like what I'm seeing here. You've got emojis. Like it. What I really like about your bio, not only the length is good, but you've also got it broken up. It's really nicely broken up, and it's easy to make my way through. So with the exception of this first sentence, which kind of threw me for a loop, as long as I make it to the second sentence, it's easy to flow through the rest of your bio, and it's easy on my eyes. You've earned 10,000, so that's good. 252 hours worked, total jobs 52, all nice stats. So how do we satisfy their needs and more? Look no further, you have just hit the jackpot. Already curious to find out the possible returns from the send message button spin? Try it out. It's a value bet. I'm not sure I understand your call to action here. I see that there is a call to action, but maybe it should be a little bit more clear about what you're trying to get the client to do. And then you come down here, welcome to my profile. My name is Borislav, more than 4 years of experience. Cool. The materials I'm constantly delivering to my clients include. I like this. I like that you're using the emojis. What I like is that it's relatable for this type of client because they're in that gaming space. And because they're in the gaming space, they're familiar with emojis and stuff that look fun and that are kind of playful. Through my experience, develop the skill to write in each client's unique voice. Okay, that's good. Millions have seen the content I have created. Okay, there's a nice big credibility marker right there. That's a good piece of credibility. Millions have seen the content. That, for my clients of players on the platforms of reputable gambling sites like Rocket Pot. Ooh, another nice little name drop there. So if that's really a reputable one, if that's a big place, then other casinos might know it, and that's going to be very helpful for you. You get a lot of white space down here. How did you get so much white space? If this sounds like a result you might be looking for, message me and let's turn your players pool into loyal clients. Nice work. That's a good clear call to action there. Coming on down, your feedback's looking good just at a glance. There's 1 4-star, but no feedback left on it, so whatever. It is what it is. Okay, portfolio pieces they look pretty good. I like that you've got images that are relevant for your clients. You got gambling website review. Okay, so up here, crypto gambling copywriter, and this is something you should all pay attention to. That word, this crypto gambling copywriter, you should copy that. That should be at the beginning of this, crypto gambling copywriter, and then maybe put a dash or something and put gambling website review. For some reason, this first portfolio piece is really important, and I haven't fully figured out why, but for some reason, whatever you've got in here as your title, this piece right here is important for ranking for SEO purposes. Down here with your skills, your first skill should not be ghostwriting. Your first skill should be copywriting or content writing. So you've got gambling copywriter. I would make your first skill either cryptocurrency or copywriter, and then your second skill, whichever one you didn't use. So if you use copywriter, oh, my eye is getting crazy. If you use copywriter, then use cryptocurrency as your second skill, and then maybe content writing, creative writing, whatever else, ghostwriting can all be back here. But these skills, the order of them matters, and yeah, I've played with that a little bit, and if you put copywriting here, that'll help you rank up higher in search results. Okay, employment history. You got quite a bit of stuff, quite a bit of text in here. That's good. SEO article writer. This should be the same as your keyword. So crypto gambling copywriter, just figure out a way to weave that in here. Maybe you didn't write crypto gambling articles, but I would still try and put it in here somehow, or at least put the word like crypto or gambling somewhere up here. Clients are never going to double check this anyway, so you could just put crypto gambling copywriter, even if that's not what you were doing, and then just talk about your actual experience here. Same thing down here. Again, super important. Having other experiences where you talk about crypto gambling copywriting, and that's going to help you out. Overall, this profile looks really solid. If you wanted to get your 91% up, you can just take a few quick jobs, small stuff you can easily over deliver on, and then get that good feedback. 5-star feedback is usually what's going to raise this up and get you back up to that 100%. Okay, who's next? Ojet. Hope I'm saying that right. Copy the link. I know he was in the Discord chat a little bit earlier. Online course creator. Ooh, he's got a video. That's fancy. Sometime I'll put a video back in mine, maybe. I used it for a while. It didn't seem to make a big difference in my results, so. Alright, so he doesn't have top rating. He doesn't have a JSS right now. I'm trying to keep my chat window up so I don't miss anything, but. Online course creator, so he's got 3 words. That's good. Online course creator, that's kind of a weird one actually. Is that what your clients are searching for? Are you an online coach looking for more lucrative and effective way to market your product, skills, or knowledge? So you create courses for other people, I guess. An online course or membership. I'm Toby, a website developer and online course creator with proven talent ready to stun you with my professional skills. Okay. I don't think clients are going to search for this, to be honest with you. I think if they're going to search for something, they might search for course creator, but I'm not sure what the right search term would be for that. If I was hiring maybe course developer, you might be able to rank for this term, but online course creator is not what I would search for as a client. So I would probably just shorten it to course creator if you're going to keep that, just to keep things simple. It looks like you don't have any other profiles, so nothing to worry about there. I like that you're using emojis down here. They're kind of fun. You've got stars to call out your client review, and that's a good way to start, especially it looks like you don't have that much experience on Upwork because I don't see a JSS or anything, so yeah, there's no reviews or anything down here. So your profile looks pretty new, but overall it looks pretty good as far as your bio goes. You got reasonable price point at $25 an hour, and then your bio looks good in terms of lots of white space. It's broken up into easily digestible pieces, and talking about the different platforms that you work in. So Kajabi, Webflow, Wix, ClickFunnels, those are all going to be keywords for clients if they're searching for help with Kajabi. That's going to pop right out to them. So it's good that you've got that listed there. All right, let me scroll down a little bit. Why hire me? I'm experienced with these platforms and I've worked on various forms of projects. Kindly message me for further discussion. So I guess my only question for you, and I like that you've got a call to action there. Good job on that one. My main question for you is, are clients searching for this? Because to me, it doesn't look like you have any clients. It doesn't look like, and this is, hold on, I gotta click this real quick. I don't know what I'm gonna hear here. Okay, got it. So that's a review. I just wanted to check because your profile picture doesn't match the face I'm seeing right here, which kind of threw me off. As a client, that could be one of those, I guess, maybe snap judgment things where if I see your profile up here and I don't see the same person in the video, then my snap judgment might be, oh, is this guy trying to scam me? Instead of thinking that this is a person giving you a review. Overall, the bio's not bad. It's just I don't know if clients are going to be searching for online course creator. But you do have online course in your first portfolio piece, so that looks good. And that's smart to have that there. You've got online course in your second, online course in your third. So you're doing the right stuff there with your portfolio pieces. You got courses, your first skill. That's looking good. Let's open up a portfolio piece. Set up an uploaded course on Wix with payment setup and quiz integration, design graphics for the course. Okay. So here's an opportunity for you. You can take this, your project description, not only expand upon it, talk more about it, but go into details about what was the problem that the client had and what did they why did they come to you? Why did they turn to you? Because it seems like you've actually done this a little bit, so you have some experience with it. Tell us more about those client experiences. Tell us more about the problems they were trying to solve and why they hired you to solve that. And then tell us how you solved it, because there's not much for us to go off of right now. We can only open up her website, and we're not going to enroll in her course, so we're not going to be able to see everything that you did for her. So you need to expand on that and share it with us, because beyond that, we don't know anything about you. We don't see any reviews up here. We need that information from you. You got course certificate. I guess that's a relevant certificate. It doesn't really tell me what it is. I don't know anything about Solo Learn, but I'll assume it's relevant. At least it says the right word. You're getting that right keyword in there. Employment history, Kajabi expert. This is good. I like that you have Kajabi in your employment history. Put that online course word here, online course creator, and then put a dash or something and put Kajabi expert. That'll be fine. And then for other experiences, do the same thing here and just make it a little bit longer. Talk about your experience more. This is actually a pretty good profile for a beginner, or at least for a beginner on Upwork, especially since you're not starting with you're not making that big mistake there. You talk about yourself in the second paragraph, but it's kind of to go into a little bit of your credibility. So good points there. And overall, it's a pretty good profile. I think you're doing the right thing. I think you've got a fair price point, but if you are not getting clients, if clients are not reaching out to you, if they're not responding to your proposals, then maybe adjust your title to just course creator or course developer, and then maybe consider dropping this back to $15, $10, even $5 an hour just to get that first gig. Because once you get that first gig, that first one is so important. Once you get good feedback on that, it's so easy to double or triple your rates after that. Okay, Daniel's got a question. You already have an Upwork account, but it isn't a high income skill niche. So you're on a journey of mastering UI, UX design, and when you're pretty confident about it, you want to change it. So I think it's totally fine. I mean, I would change mine in a heartbeat. I wouldn't hesitate. In fact, I've considered it recently, just changing. Like, I do copywriting, and that's what I talk about, and everyone knows me for that. But I could easily switch over to email marketing, funnel consulting, or just email automations, or any of those. I would just have to rebuild my profile around it just to make sure that I'm ranking in the search results, because I want to be at the top of search results. And I think that when you're at least on the first page of search results, it's triggering Upwork to also promote you when clients are publishing jobs, so that you're getting found whenever they post that job and it says, here's the freelancers we recommend. So you need to bring all of those things together so you get the maximum invitations. But yeah, it's totally fine to change. UI, UX, that is more of a high income skill, so I think it's a good idea. I don't know what you're doing right now, but if it's only bringing you low income, of course, a lot of the time income and how much you're earning is a matter of pricing, which is something I want to talk about in an upcoming video, but it's just a matter of how you're positioning yourself, packaging your services, and then the price you're putting out there. Eniola asks, any specific tip for total beginners? My biggest tip for total beginners is probably I would say it is to start with whatever can get you a foot in the door. You know, it is, maybe you need to offer really low rates at first. That's what I did, offer those $5 an hour rates, and also be specialized. So have a specific skill. Do not be a generalist. Don't put like 10 different words in your title, because if you do that, you're not going to get hired very quickly. You want to be a specialist. You want to niche down a little bit and just focus on doing whatever's going to get you a foot in the door. And that is making yourself valuable to clients. You say, I'm here, I'm new. How can I get this client to give me a chance? Maybe it's by giving them very low rates or finding some other way to over-deliver. Daniel, my question, won't it affect my account when I change it? I don't have a JSS yet. Well, I guess my question is, what do you mean in terms of affect your account? Is it going to affect where you show up in search rank? Maybe. I mean, if you're showing up on the first page of search results for your search term right now, yeah, of course it's going to affect that because you're changing to a completely different skill. But if you don't even have a JSS yet, I mean, it's not really going to affect, there's not really much for it to affect at this point. Which of this do you think is fitting for my profile titles? 1, niche, or 2, software names? Like, is it okay to use something like email marketing expert or MailChimp expert as title? You could use either of those. So email marketing expert is going to be harder to rank for. You're probably not going to rank on the first page for that. MailChimp expert, you might be able to rank on the first page for that. It would be easier to rank on the first page of search results for MailChimp expert over email marketing expert. Compute. What's up, Compute? Can you do a cover letter review sometime in the future? I try to do the you-focus thing, but I get competing opinions on length of the cover letter. We might do that. We might do like proposal reviews one night because, I mean, I obviously need more stuff to live stream about, so we could probably do something like that, and then we'll just check it out. I'm happy to if we can figure out how to make it work, and especially if we can get it to where we can post links in the chat. I keep removing my little copied link. Hold on. Sohag, you want me to review your profile? Post it in Discord here if you haven't yet, and I'll go check it out. I know a lot of people need help with cover letters, specifically about the length. I mean, these days I'm finding it better to keep the length short. No more than 3 paragraphs, and I'm not talking about 3 long paragraphs, 3 short paragraphs. An opening paragraph where you're talking about the client, connecting yourself maybe with their job, but talking about the problem that they're trying to solve. Second paragraph is establishing credibility, why they should hire you, and then the third paragraph just wrapping things up, bringing it to a close, and calling them to action. Debrada. Copy that. All right, we're going to look at Debrada's profile. Debrada, SEO strategies, SEO audit, on-page SEO, off-page SEO. So you're targeting SEO enthusiasts on your specialized profile. You've got super, super low rates, which I love to see whenever you are starting your journey, and it looks like you don't have, well, you've got 1 feedback, so that's good. And actually, your 1 feedback is on a $7 an hour, $7 fixed price job. Okay. So for this SEO strategies, SEO audit, which one of these is the one where you get the most clients is what I would normally ask. But down here, you've got 1 client. So I would say, which one do you want to specialize in? If you're going to specialize in SEO strategy, then your title should be SEO strategist. If you're going to specialize in SEO audit, then it should be SEO auditor. For on-page SEO, you could just use that title, and for off-page SEO, you could just use that as your title. But only pick one of them. You only need one of them, because let's say SEO strategist, I would probably go with that one, or SEO auditor. And then any client who needs help with SEO, they're going to see that word, and they're going to read down into your bio, and then your bio is a chance where you can talk about these other things that you do. So you can talk about doing SEO audits, you can talk about your on-page SEO, which you kind of do down here, it looks like. So you start with, I'm Deb, a self-motivated professional who thrives on innovation and overcoming challenges, learning new skills and encouraging growth in those around me. All right, so first problem, you're starting with I, and this is what a lot of freelancers are starting with. If you haven't seen my you-focused tutorials on the channel, make sure you go watch those. You got a self-motivated professional. So this, I would probably, if you haven't done it already, download the Grammarly app. It's free. Install the Grammarly app on your computer so that you can have it run your grammar and check that, because it's not a huge deal, and especially at this price point, I mean, it's kind of expected that you're going to have some weird grammar stuff, but if you can make it look professional, then that's just going to back up the idea that you are a professional, and you're saying you're a professional. So if you are a professional, your text should look professional. At least that's my opinion. Then you talk about who thrives on innovation and overcoming challenges. The client doesn't care about this stuff, dude. They do not care about any of this at all. What they care about is SEO. If they're looking for help with SEO, they care about SEO. You should be talking about SEO up here in this section. And by not saying the word SEO or SEO strategist or SEO audit in this first sentence, you're missing an opportunity to help yourself rank higher in the search results. So down here we got another I word, another I word. This sentence starts with I, this one does too, and then we've got a my, so that's basically an I word. So all of your sentences are about you. They need to be about the client. You need to be talking about them, how you can help them. Here you're saying, I can bring targeted visitors to any niche. With my years of experience in the agency, I will implement the task and rank it within the expected days. I've worked for e-commerce sites, online business shops, and small business owners. To me, this is not strong enough. This is not going to be strong enough probably for you to attract clients. At least to attract anything other than really small, like stuff like this, fixing sitemap and Google Webmaster. Something where a client really just doesn't know how to do it and they're just looking to pay the lowest rates, which we don't want that for you. We don't want you to be earning the lowest rates. We want you to earn high rates. So if it is at all possible, I would consider hiring a freelancer, or at least at the very bare minimum, running this through spell check, running it through Grammarly. Those are free so that you can catch these errors, and then trying to focus more on the client and the big problem that they're trying to solve, which is something to do with SEO. I do like that you break things up here, so you've got white space, and you've made it easy for clients to just kind of scan through here and see if you've got anything that they need help with. So my main goal is to make sure my clients are satisfied. I offer competitive pricing that is affordable for my client's budget. You need a call to action down here. Message me if you feel I'm right for you, or if any of this makes sense for you, contact me. That's a call to action. You're calling them to action, letting them know a next step that they should take. You just shared your profile link on Discord? Okay. One question, I'm not getting a job for a while. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? Okay, so I'll look at your profile here in just a minute as I go through these, and then I'll see if anything jumps out as far as, I mean, you're saying you're not getting a job for a while. Does that mean you're not getting invitations? Does that mean you're not getting interviews? If you're getting those, depending on where you're at, it could mean different things. So if you're not getting invitations, that means something. If you're not getting interviews or responses to your proposals, that might mean something different. So you've got 2 pages of portfolio pieces. That's good. I always recommend at least 2 pages. And they look pretty good. They look consistent with the services you offer. I'm going to pop them open real quick. I was a technical SEO for this online shop who sort the errors and solved. So this sentence doesn't make sense to me, but I see what you're doing. You're talking about the right stuff. It's relevant. It just needs to be cleaned up a little. The more you can clean this up, the more you can clean up your grammar, the more you can expand on the services that you offered and the problem that you solved, the easier it's going to be to attract clients. And this is really important for people who are, if you struggle with English grammar and you're targeting English markets, you really need to use Grammarly, or you need to hire someone to help you with that, because it's going to make a world of difference in your results. So your skills, they make sense. They're all relevant. They look tightly pulled together. Nothing to change there. Oh, you've got a testimonial. Very nice. I always forget about these. I have one on my profile, I think. This is a nice long testimonial too. I like this. You've actually got 2 testimonials, so that's really good. You could probably even copy this text and maybe put it up here somewhere. So in between these 2 lines where you see the blue here and the blue here, you could probably insert a client testimonial in between these. You would just need to separate them with some dashes or something to call it out from the text to show that you're breaking up the sentences. But you could put those testimonials up there for added credibility. I like your certifications. They're relevant. SEO expert, that makes sense. Employment history, SEO analyst, good. You've got the keyword down there. You should turn these into paragraphs instead of just having dashes, and just talk a little bit more about what you did and how you helped. And if you have any other experiences at all, go ahead and add those in too to help yourself get a boost in search results. Okay. So this profile overall, if I was rating it, I would say right now it's kind of meh. Like, I don't really have a reason to hire you over somebody else. That's what I would be looking for here. You need to tighten up your title specifically so that I know that you're an expert, a professional in SEO strategy or SEO auditing. and then focus on the client more and target that specific problem they have. Because right now I'm looking at this and I'm just like, if I saw this profile and I'm looking for SEO help, it's just going to look like every other profile to me, because it just talks about you. It's got poor spelling and grammar, and then it's not really talking about my problem up front. It's talking about things that you care about instead of things that I care about. If you fix that, that's going to make a huge difference in your results. All right, let me see what we got over here. DKSD. Oh, wait. I got one more before that. Demi Tarkinchev. That's a creepy ass profile photo. It's like some kind of ventriloquist doll or something. Wait, didn't? Oh, no, this isn't the same one. Demeter. Crypto gambling proofreader. Dang, you should read it. You guys should connect, our crypto gambling copywriter and our crypto gambling proofreader. $30 an hour. You got a proofreading profile, and then you've got your main profile. That proofreading profile is kind of weird because it starts off with bullets. I don't think I've ever seen one that does that. That probably looks wonky to the client whenever they're looking on mobile, so you might want to check out how that looks on your phone. I see you've earned $1,000, 100% JSS. All good. You should be on your way to top-rated status. Crypto casinos. So this is going to be a huge problem for you as a crypto gambling proofreader. The very first word in your bio has a typo. There should be a T in the word crypto. Crypto casinos have lower. There's another typo right there, lower. So, man, to be honest, with 2 typos in your first sentence, I don't know how you're getting any work at all. You got to fix that immediately. Okay, hold on. They're 100% decentralized. I feel like that's a typo too. And their bonuses, that's typo, are much better. I don't know what you're saying here. This doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I exaggerated a bit. No writer is that bad. Okay. You got me. I see what you're doing. It takes me a minute to catch on. I'm slow at nighttime. Online Pundit, thanks for the view. I will work on your suggestion. Please keep this live stream on your channel. Yeah, I'm going to keep it up there. It's just going to be a video, so you guys can come check it out. Come back and check it out if you need to. So, Hog, you've done some work in the past, was inactive for a year. Now you've been sending proposals on many different jobs and not getting hired. And you followed my strategy of writing a you-focused proposal. Okay, so you're not getting responses to your proposals. Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to say without seeing your proposals. So if we do a proposal review live stream, then that would be a chance to check that out and just kind of get a feel for what you're saying, how it's coming across, and what might be stopping clients from responding to you. You get a response sometimes for interviews, but not getting hired. Usually if you're getting responses for interviews and not getting hired, it's because somebody else that the client is reaching out to, that the client is interviewing, is saying something more persuasive once they get that response. And it may be something that you're doing. So I don't know if you're taking people to a live call. For my clients, I take them to a live call as quickly as possible, because I know that once I get them on a live call and they meet me face to face, they're going to know that I'm more professional than the other freelancers they're considering. So it could be something like that. Okay. Now that this bio has tricked me. Well, maybe I exaggerated a bit. No writer is that bad, or so I think. Jokes aside, no reader on the planet wants to go through a sentence like this, right? Okay, love it. Love this sentence. It flows really well. It was easy for me to read through that. Even if we are presenting compelling information about online casinos or crypto, and we genuinely have content filled with value, any grammatical or spelling errors will make it completely unusable. Why is that in practice? Boom, 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 boom. We've got nice emojis breaking things up. Lots of good space in between here. And in complicated industries, I don't need to read all of this. I can see that the grammar is pretty well. Might be worth maybe putting quotations around this, just so the client knows that you're quoting something, that this isn't your actual writing, because that totally threw me off at first. Online booking for July 2022. Welcome to my profile. Let's check out why you need my proofreader's eagle eye to look over your gambling and crypto content to maximize its quality. So you've got some more emojis. That's good. Breaking it down. I like the emojis. I'm totally a fan of them. I think emojis are really cool for bios because not a lot of freelancers use them, but those who do stand out in a different way. And it's kind of a weird dynamic because emojis don't seem that professional, but they indicate that you are professional just by nature of you knowing to use those emojis. Looks like you've got some client feedback in here, so that's good for credibility, social proof. Send me a message, so you've got a call to action. The eagle eye proofreader, love it. Nice signature, way to sign off. Your bio's looking pretty good. Good feedback. Proofreading VR headset. Okay, so you've got the right keywords in here. You've got good keywords. Let's pop these open and see what's in here. Whew, that is rough on my eyes. That makes my brain want to break. But it makes sense. I don't know what document editor you use, but this looks crazy. It kind of looks like Google Docs, but it's clearly not. But it makes sense. If I'm a client, I'm going to know what this is. I can tell that this is you making edits and showing me what kind of edits you're making. Let's go down here. Project description. You've got about a paragraph. Maybe you could expand on this a little bit. Whenever I'm looking at SEO, the SEO side of things, what makes my profile really strong and usually gets it to the top of search results is I'm writing like at least 300 words. I mean, all of my portfolio pieces, at least the ones on the first page and maybe even into the second page, they are really long. So I would say they're at least a minimum of 300 words. Employment history, you've got proofreader, good. Other experiences, proofreader, that's good. You can expand on this. Other experiences I like because there's no limit, or at least whatever the limit is, it's really long and you can put a lot of text in here and help you build out your SEO. But at least you've got the titles in the right places here. You've got the keywords in the right places. Well, actually, wait a minute. These keywords should be crypto gambling proofreader if that's what you want to rank for, because you're probably not going to rank for proofreader, but crypto gambling proofreader, you should be able to rank for that if you put that keyword down there. Yeah, because your earnings are only $1,000, so it's not enough right now to rank for proofreader, that's going to be a really high volume search term with a lot of people trying to rank for it. On your other profile, you've got proofreader. I would switch this to crypto gambling proofreader and just copy your first profile over here into the second one. Looks like your rates are the same, so that's good. Most everything is good here. I don't see any major changes beyond that. Just that first sentence, I would maybe just put those quotations around it just so the client doesn't get confused, because the client's making their decision based on that very first sentence. And if I read this and I didn't understand that you were playing a joke on me, I'm just gonna pass you over for somebody else. But overall, good profile. DKSD music. Copy the link. Okay. Music production, audio editing, mixing, and mastering, vocal mixing. You got a lot of stuff going on here. So you got 3 specialized profiles: audio production, music production. It looks like the titles are all the same across them, and it looks like the profiles are all the same. I'll take the responsibility of dealing with the nasty details of audio production, arrangement, composition, and sound engineering for you, while you can provide me with your input about your vision for the audio, and we can together make it a reality. Okay. So with your profile, I think music production or audio editing, one of those two would be what I would choose as your main title that you're trying to rank for, and then put that across all your across all your profiles. Here you start with I, but you're in a different space. You're in a different industry, and the industry that you're in, the way that you're positioning it, you can actually use I. So I always tell people not to use I, not to start with I, but there's an exception, which is whenever you're using I and it's followed by talking about the things that the client really needs help with. So yours talks about, I'll take the responsibility. I mean, that's a key piece right there. This responsibility of dealing with the nasty details of audio production, arrangement, composition. Anyone who's had to deal with these things knows what those nasty details are like. So you are targeting their problem. So that makes this you focused. It's really not me focused, since it starts, even though it starts with I, because you're talking about that problem and they know how painful that problem is. You can provide me with your input about your vision for the audio and we can together make it a reality. I think that's a really good opening line, actually. My qualifications: music producer, 3 years, guitarist, grade 8, Trinity College. Okay, so you've got credibility here, fine. What services I provide: music production. So quick overviews. Maybe you could make these, put emojis in here or something, musical emojis. I know that some of the emojis that you can use at emojipedia.com, they've got like the musical tune, the musical note emoji. That might be a good one to use here if you wanted to make this stand out a little bit. Fixed price jobs only. Probably don't need that in there. I mean, it kind of carries the copy down a little bit, but may not need that. It might cut off potential clients. A lot of clients who think that they want to work with an hourly freelancer, as soon as you get them on a call or at least start talking to them and they feel like they want to work with you, as soon as you tell them you only do fixed rates in the messaging or on a call, they will just accept it. They'll just go along with it. But if you put it here in your bio, some clients who aren't sure about fixed price rates, that might scare them off. So you could be scaring people off with that. I believe in transparency and keeping you in the loop, considering your feedback and making changes for your satisfaction. That is awesome. I like that you're saying that, but you've got enough feedback down here. You have enough feedback in clients to not say that. And the reason I think that you shouldn't say that is because it'll make you come across more professional if you limit the amount of feedback and changes that you'll allow. So I used to do unlimited revisions for my copywriting, but one, it takes up a lot of time, because when you give unlimited revisions, clients will take advantage of that and they will keep coming back to you and asking for revisions. So it takes up your time, you're usually not getting paid for it, and it just kind of lowers your self-value. So in the client's eyes, when you say maybe only 2 revision rounds, the client says, oh, okay, only 2 revision rounds, because this guy's got shit to do. He's got other clients to serve. He's a professional. He's busy. I should hire him soon while I can before he runs out of availability. That's something I'm always thinking about when I'm offering 2 revision rounds. That's unlimited revisions, or just getting, as much feedback as possible. Those are things to offer when you're just starting out and you don't have any clients, because that's the kind of stuff that can get you a foot in the door. No secrets here, just good old-fashioned hard work. I do like that statement. And I like that everything's flowing well. If you want to rank for music production or audio editing, you're going to need to make this bio a little bit longer and stronger. But you do have audio production up here in your first sentence. If you wanted to rank for music production, I would switch the word audio to music production, just so you capitalize on that a little bit more. And you do have some like arrangement, composition. These words should not be capitalized normally, but it works here because it's kind of like calling out those specific things that you do. Okay, let's go on down. You got good feedback. Portfolio is looking good. Got a picture, 3 pictures here. They all kind of come together. The branding is feeling pulled together. That's good. Vocal mixing. This, I would change this first one here to say music production - vocal mixing. That's going to make that a little bit better rank for SEO. It's going to help you out a little bit more. Hold up. Guitar performance, trap beat. So these are all relevant, but you should have your keyword in the title for each of these so that you can help yourself rank. Oh, interesting. You've got a YouTube video in here. I didn't realize that. I haven't tried putting YouTube videos in portfolio pieces. I would assume that could probably help you rank higher in SEO on Upwork? I bet it would, if the YouTube video has the right words in it. So you've got vocal mixing, and I know that's one of the words that you were using up above. Maybe add a little bit more description down here just to help you power your profile a little bit more. You've got the right skills, so the skills are all relevant. Testimonials, you've got a good testimonial down here. Down here under employment history, other experiences, you need to add more information. And you need to use your keyword at the beginning of the title here. So, especially under employment history, just saying that you're an assistant mixing engineer, it's relevant, but tell us what you did. Let us know, because this is a chance for the client to read this, and maybe something that you've done for one of these other places is the exact thing that they need help with. So when you write about it in here, maybe you didn't talk about it above, but now they see it down here, and now they're like, oh, this guy does the exact thing I need, so I'm gonna hire him. You have a consultation up here. I haven't played much with the consultations. I think if you're gonna offer consultations, really they should be a higher price. They should be higher price. So if you're at $30 an hour, I think your consultation be maybe $50 or even $100 just to consult with you about music. Because consulting, you're solving their problems. You're not directly doing the work, but you're also, this doesn't look like an hourly job. So if it's gonna say from $20, why not do $100? Make it $100 even and try that. Overall, things are looking pretty good. I think that mainly updating your title is going to help you get better results. Updating your pricing as well. Music production and audio editing, I don't think you should be at $30. I think you should be somewhere between $50 and $75. And something I've noticed with people who are from India and certain other countries is that a lot of the time they're afraid to go toward those higher price points, but your profile actually is strong enough that you can be up around maybe that $75 an hour price point. And you don't have to accept hourly rates, of course. We're just playing with the algorithms here, but if you bump it up to 75 or even just 50, first of all, bumping it up is going to trigger the algorithm to get you some more invites. It should anyway. And then some clients are if you're only doing fixed price jobs, that's totally fine. Just figure out what that fixed price would be for your production, and then just bump up your rates, because who cares what your rates are? Clients are going to see that higher rate and they're going to assume that you're worth those higher rates, especially because you've got the 100% JSS, you've got the top rated, you've got the good feedback, you've got the branding pulled together, and everything just makes sense for that. So for me, this one's, I think you should be at a higher rate. But fix your title. Make it only 2 words or 3 words. Okay, we got, let's see, Tolu. Your prime focus is that you provide one stop for the entire process of music production, mixing and mastering, hence the lengthy title. I get that. I guess the thing for me is I like that your title is pulled together, but if you say music production as a client, when I read music production, all of those other things, audio editing, mixing and mastering, vocal mixing, to me, that's all music production. So when you say music production, you're benefiting yourself just by giving yourself the best chance to rank on that first page of search results, which is going to help you get found by more clients. And if I'm looking at this, like if you apply to my gig and I'm looking for maybe audio editing or mixing, then that's fine. I'll see that you do all those things in the title. But if it just said music production or music production specialist or something like that, I would open up your bio and I would see that you do all of those other things. But right now, the way it is right now, it's going to make it hard for you to get found in search results. So it's going to hurt your search rank just a little bit. But I mean, that's only a big deal if it's a big deal to you. If you don't care about search rank, then who cares? If you're cool, like just sending proposals out and you're getting good response rates to those proposals, then it's totally fine to keep it. The only reason I tell people to change it is for the search algorithms. Isafa Emmanuel. So he's into web design and sales funnel building, also into WhatsApp automation and content creation. Which one would be better to put in my profile? Well, WhatsApp automation and funnel builder. Sales funnel builder is easily going to be the best of those skills. Web design is a good skill, but on Upwork, there's a lot of people who are offering web design, and it's going to be hard to get hired over somebody else for web design. Sales funnels, not as many people not as many freelancers are offering that, and it's a skill where if you have that skill, then you can definitely make clients money. If you've got results with that, clients will see it in your profile. They'll say, this person is getting people results with their sales funnels, and clients know if they need a sales funnel. I mean, a lot of clients need funnels, so because you can directly make clients money with that skill, and you can prove that you make them money by getting people through that funnel and getting them sales, it makes it a super high value skill. WhatsApp automation and content creation, I think that's a waste. I don't even know I know a lot of people use WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp, and I think a large portion of the population is avoiding WhatsApp right now because it's connected to Facebook, so I probably wouldn't do that one personally. It would be sales funnel builder for me first, and then it would be web design after that. Okay, a mod is... Wait, did I do this one? DK. Oh, I guess I didn't put it in there. Tolulope. 97% JSS, top rated, $30 an hour. 10,000 earned. Good earnings. WordPress Elementor developer. Good. That's a very specific title. A lot of clients are using Elementor. I know that they're familiar with that, so that's very specific, very niche down. Like that you got this video over here. It's looking good. It's got the right colors. Green, it matches Upwork. WordPress expert. You're starting off with a testimonial, so you're not starting off talking about yourself. I think that testimonials are a good way to start. Unless, like, if you're a copywriter, I don't think it's a good way to start. But since you're a developer, totally fine. Use those testimonials, leverage them, and start off with that credibility. So you say, I'm Tolo, a WordPress obsessed gentleman. Love it. I can sense your personality here. I'm getting a feel for that. It is my aim to create an incredibly stunning and highly professional WordPress Elementor website that is user-friendly, mobile-friendly, and highly functional. Awesome. I love the stuff you're saying right here. And it's clean. It flows well. Feels like... Have you been through my profile course? I feel like I've seen this layout before. It's looking good, though. When done the right way, a modern and well-managed WordPress website, blogs, e-commerce portfolio can give your customers a useful and convenient way to find what they're actually looking for. Good stuff. That's where I come in. I specialize in creating and managing. Everything's flowing really well here. I like that you've broken stuff up. You're using the emojis. You've got white space in here. It's easy to read. What will you get? So you've got little subheadings here. Offer a variety of benefits, SEO friendly, after contract support, social media integration. Good stuff. Here, somewhere in here, I would probably have a call to action. I'm constantly learning web technologies and other design-related topics. My design process always starts with a pencil and paper, scribbling ideas and concepts and thinking about the problem and the solution. So for me, after this paragraph, I would say something like, if that's what you need, message me. Just something simple like that. And then you can go down into the client's opinion of you. This is adding more credibility, so that's good there. Talking about benefits. Gosh, dude, you're writing better copy than half the copywriters on Upwork. Consultation, $10. I think you should value your consultation a little bit higher than that. I would put your consultation, just like the previous person I mentioned, $100. Just try that out and see if it gets you any results. I haven't played much with the consultation, so I don't know what the market for that is on Upwork, or if the market is even there at all. Maybe it's just a feature they've been testing, but if you're going to have it, you might as well bump it up to a higher rate, because when you go down to this lower rate, it kind of decreases your self-worth, and you're already at $30 an hour, which I think $30 an hour for an Elementor developer, I guess it's all right. I think anywhere between probably 35 and 50 would be okay for what I'm seeing here. Got 97%, so probably $35 to $50 an hour is where your pricing should be. Good feedback, lots of feedback. Portfolio pieces are looking good. The pictures look clean and they look really nice. WordPress content management. So you're saying WordPress in here. This should be Elementor though. WordPress, I assume that this is Elementor since that's what you're doing. If these are not done in Elementor, then maybe take this one over here, this WordPress Elementor, and make that your first profile piece, just so you have that keyword in your first portfolio piece. Let's open one of these up. Muslim travel. So you've got a good description down here. You got quite a bit in the description. I like that I'm seeing quite several paragraphs of text in here. That's going to help you out. And I think you can actually, with your stats, you should be able to rank for this search term for WordPress Elementor developer. Content management, I don't know about that one as your first skill. I think you should have WordPress development as your first skill and Elementor as your second skill. So I would probably update those. You got a project, it's starting from $12.50. That project, you will get a WordPress VA blog content manager. I'm assuming that's hourly. I'm not really sure. The picture looks great. I love the colors on it. To me, this should probably be a higher price, and I'm not really sure what this is, so I'm not sure it makes sense for me. You got a good testimonial, certifications, looking good, employment history. Your employment history, okay, so you've got WordPress Elementor in one of these. I would probably put it in some of these other ones if at all possible and just expand on them a little bit. But you've got WordPress down here, that's good. You've got it in the titles, very good. You got a pretty strong profile overall. I'm liking what I see. Main things, update that price point, get up over $35 an hour. You've got, I mean, look at your experience. You've got 568 hours worked and 10,000 earnings and 25 jobs. You've got plenty. Everything here says you're professional enough to raise those rates, so definitely go ahead and raise those. Update this consultation to $100 though, and see, I mean, if it's working for you at $10, you know, keep using it, but if it's not working for you, then try to update it. Okay, let's get Ahmad's. Geez, there's a lot more in here than I thought. All right, Ahmad. React Native, MERN stack. And then you got UI design. Looks like the same across the two profiles. So just React, if I remember correctly, that's a type of development. So React developer, React Native developer maybe could be good titles for you. You've earned $300, don't have your JSS score yet, don't have top rated status yet. You got one good feedback, $103. I think that that's about right. Probably $20 an hour makes sense for your profile where you're at right now. You've got 3 portfolio pieces. If you can add a second more portfolio pieces, do that. If you've got any other ones that you can, even free stuff that you can show. On this, you've got only 3 portfolio pieces, so it's fine here. It looks good on this page, but when you're on a phone, on a mobile device, it looks kind of funny because the mobile device shows up with 4 spaces. It's got 4 blocks for portfolio pieces, and it looks like you don't have that many portfolio pieces when clients are browsing on mobile, which a lot of them are. You've got React Native, so you've got the right skills here. Looks like they come together pretty well. Project catalog, you will get a complete mobile application user interface up to 7 screens. $100. I guess that's okay. I mean, you're at a good price point there with $100, depending on how much you're gonna do for that. So I guess that's probably all right. You got a good testimonial, React Native certification. I don't even have any certification in my portfolio, but I bet these are really strong helpers for SEO purposes. So you need to add text under your employment history, other experiences. You need to add some more text here in all of these areas. The word React, well, you've got React Native developer here, so that's good. Try to put it here in the other experiences as well. Main thing for your profile, let's go back up to your bio. An experienced mobile app developer who has a track record of success creating apps that are both well received and commercially viable. Skilled in working as a team and incorporating input into projects. All right, so the main thing for your bio, this is going to be the biggest area for you to change. You did good. You're not starting with I. But you should focus on the client and the problem they're trying to solve in this first sentence. Try and shorten that sentence a little bit too, because it's really long. You have a track record of success creating apps that are both well received and commercially viable. Which apps? Tell me about those. Name drop those apps, because that's credibility for you. We're leveraging the credibility of the apps and their names. If they're commercially viable, then let's know about those. And it doesn't even really matter if the client knows or has heard of those apps. Just by mentioning them, you're building credibility for yourself. Overall, your bio needs to be longer. You need to expand on this, talk more about yourself, talk more about the problems you solve. What can you do as a React Native developer? How can you help clients with that? You need a call to action down here at the end. So you've got strong eye for detail and tenacity to never quit on something until it's perfect. Well, add a call to action. If that's what you need, message me. If that's what you need, contact me. Something like that, just so the client knows what the next step is to take. But I would also put some bullet points in here with things that you can help with, just so the client can get a quick bird's eye view and see what sort of things you can do. Beyond that, things are looking pretty good. You should get your JSS soon. You should get your top rated status soon. It looks like you're verified up here, so $20 an hour, that makes sense for me. But if you aren't getting jobs with that, drop it down maybe $5 to $10 an hour, or try increasing it by $5 an hour and see what happens. All right, let's go to the next one. Gazanfar, Amazon PPC expert, ranking specialist, PPC campaign management, $8 an hour. No JSS, no top rated yet. Looks like you got good feedback down here, so that's good. You got a video, interesting. Let's pop this down. So same tips here if you're worried about SEO, if you're trying to rank. Amazon PPC expert, what would clients search for? Amazon PPC expert, they might search for that. They might search for Amazon search rank specialist or Amazon PPC specialist. Usually clients are going to search for the word specialist before they search for the word expert, so you might check into those. Get your free PPC audit now. This, even though I love emojis, this to me seems spammy. Starting with this emoji like this and free PPC audit. I don't know why that seems spammy, and I don't fully know what you're doing, but I would change this first line to be a sentence that is, so it is more welcoming for the client. $8 an hour, good price point, just starting out, to get your feet in the door. In recent times, one of the biggest problems for Amazon sellers is that they are wasting thousands of bucks on wasted ad spending. I think this is actually a better first line than this piece up here, because this gets straight to the heart of the matter. It gets to the problem. The Amazon sellers are wasting thousands of dollars. So you've got some bullets here, breaking things down. Profile's pretty clean looking overall. Lots of white space. If I fail, I owe you 100% money back guarantee. I would probably get rid of things like this. Just any of these little spammy looking things that kind of hurts your... If there was like such thing as a trust rating, I would say that this hurts your trust rating in the client's eyes, because they don't want to be thinking about if you fail. You shouldn't be talking about if you fail at all, because when you're talking about failing, now you're putting that idea in the client's mind, and they're thinking, oh, if he fails, he's thinking that there's a chance that he will fail. But you do talk about some of these other things, over-delivering, that's all good stuff. So, and you've got a call to action at the bottom, that's good. I think you can keep everything as it is, but anything where you're talking about the negatives, you probably want to get rid of that and get rid of the money back guarantees. I don't recommend those these days. Get rid of this first line and replace it with this line right here. Portfolio's looking good. You've got 2 pages. You've got plenty of information in here, so that's good. keywords are matching up there. Portfolio is looking pretty good. But right here, sales growth with Amazon PPC, move the words Amazon PPC to the beginning of the sentence. Make them the first two words, so it's the first thing that gets picked up. Skills are looking good. Nothing to change there. Testimonials, nice. 4 testimonials, dang. That looks really strong. Strong credibility. Certifications. Employment history. Looking good. Got your keyword in the titles. Not much to change there. You put these as bullet points. I like to see them as paragraphs, but this looks okay because you've got special bullet points there, so I think it's probably okay in your case. Amazon PPC. Good job in the titles. So your main thing right now, for you to get to the top of search results, you're going to need more earnings because usually you have to have over $1,000. You're close. You're at 900 plus. So once you get over $1,000, you might start to see yourself on that first page or close to the first page of search results. If you update this to just be Amazon PPC expert or Amazon PPC specialist, something like that. Something shorter with just 3 words or less. That would be the big recommendation there. Other than that, it's looking good. It's long, it's built out. Plenty of information here for a client to feel like you actually care about them and that you put effort into this. And plus your video. I'm not watching the video, but it's good I think that it's good for you to have a video, especially at $8 an hour. A video makes you look really professional at those rates. Based on, you got 1 completed job, so you've worked 107 hours but 1 client. If you had a few more clients, then I would say to raise your rates. Right now, the highest I think I would go is maybe $10 an hour. Probably wouldn't go much beyond that. Radish. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I think I'm losing my mind. 98% JSS top rated, French translator and transcriber. Those are 2 very different skills. Transcription, specialized profile, and then a general translation services profile. So for SEO purposes, just like everyone else, probably want to target just one of these. And for translator and transcriber, transcription, I don't know how common that is. I mean, it seems like it might be a common thing if you're putting it together. French translator and transcriber. If you just had French translator, that would be easy to rank for. And same thing with French transcriber. So you could probably just go with either one of those. You've earned $10,000. So the time frame is something I would question, I guess. What was the time period over which you earned that $10,000? If I go back to the beginning, okay, I'm on page 5, so 2026. It's hard to tell how many pages there are. It looks like quite a few. We're going back. Okay, so all the way back to 2018. So you've earned $10,000 since 2018. So it's good that you've earned that much, but why is that all that you've earned is my question. If you have $10,000 showing on your earnings, you should be much higher than $21 an hour. French translation, that seems like a skill that's worth more than $21 an hour. At least $40, $45 an hour maybe. What are people paying you? Let's go back to your first page. Alright, hold on, I'm almost there. So I'm seeing $40 an hour, 21 fixed price. Seems like lots of fixed price work. I think that for what you're doing, since people don't seem to be hiring you hourly, the hourly rate doesn't matter that much. So maybe boost your hourly rate up to like $40 an hour. And then for your fixed price rate, set a minimum for yourself and don't go below that minimum. Don't take any clients who are below that minimum, because it seems like you're getting plenty of projects, but the projects that you're getting a lot of them are small. So you've got this one where it's French, English, micro app localization, $22. Translate app screenshots into French, $5. Why did you do that for $5? You're undervaluing yourself. Your translation is not something that, it's not just that you do translation, it's that you've got pretty good feedback and you've got good JSS and you're top rated and you've got a lot of earnings. So a lot of clients put their trust in you. So you shouldn't be taking these tiny little $5 gigs because they're too small. Have a minimum, maybe $100 minimum at least. And that's going to help you boost your rates up and make more faster. Oh, you had a long break and started freelancing again? Okay, no problem. Is what it is. I know a lot of people who go away from Upwork and then come back later, so these are just my thoughts from just a quick glance at this. I barely know anything about you guys or your profiles, so I just kind of am getting dropped into it here and trying to figure it out as I go. Overall, I think the bio is looking good. So up here, I think you should start with a sentence talking about what you do instead of, I see what you're doing here, but it's not going to come over well, I don't think, whenever the clients are searching. If they find you in search results or if they look at your portfolio, it's going to look kind of funny on their screens. So maybe start with a sentence talking about what you do and why it's valuable to them. No literal word for word or machine translations. I know that's valuable from talking to other translators. That's a problem for people, so that's good focus on the problem there. Coming down here, it's broken up nicely. Not much to change right there. Feel free to contact me if you'd like to discuss further details about your needs. For your call to action, I would probably be more specific with it. And since this one targets translation and transcribing, so if you need French translation, contact me. Just something more simple and direct like that. You got a couple different portfolio pieces here: transcription, translation. Looking good. You can add extra information about what you did and how it helped. I would probably add some more. I don't know if I would add too many more, but maybe a few more portfolio pieces. You got 6 total, so maybe at least 2 more portfolio pieces would be good. Skills, English to French, general transcription, those all fit pretty well together. You got several projects. I like the projects because they're looking good. Like they pull it together a little bit as far as branding goes. Actually, those projects look really good, but I think you're undervaluing yourself with those too. So consider updating your prices on those. Maybe start them all at 100. I mean, my minimum project, I think it starts at 1,000. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Most of the pricing issues that people face, when you realize you can just update your pricing anytime you want to whatever you want, and then you just do it, you find out a lot of the time that clients will just pay whatever you set because they want to work with you. Clients who know they want to work with you are easy to sell at whatever price you want. So by the time they get to a call or by the time they get to that interview and they're feeling confident in you, then just having those higher prices is okay. Translator, technician, sampler. So you've got the right words here. This is good in your employment history. Might want to break this down into some actual paragraph text for SEO purposes. Same thing with these. Studied natural convection. So you've got these other experiences here, but my question for you would be, how do these add to your profile? What are they adding? They don't really relate to translation or transcription. So for me, it doesn't even make sense to have these. I mean, it's nice that you have this stuff, that you have these experiences, but all of the experiences that I want are stuff that relates back to the job that I do. I want to relate all of my other experiences back to the skill that I offer. So those are the main things. Increase your prices. You could maybe drop this down. Freelance translator and transcriber is probably okay like that. I know that's 4 words, but it's probably okay for ranking. Just make this a sentence up here that targets the client's problem, and that'll make it a little bit more personable. Update your rates, maybe 45, 50, 100. if you're brave. And then update these other experiences, employment history. You'll be looking good. Let's see, we got HEMA. All right. Ifedi, 99% top rated. Lots of stuff going on in your title. You need to fix this. Logo designer, graphic designer, brand identity, illustrator, expert. This does not scream expert to me. Even though you got 6,000 earnings, that's pretty impressive for what you got going on here. You need to do a little bit of, if I were going to pick one of these, I would pick brand identity and focus on that, because a lot of graphic designers and logo designers, they focus on logo design and graphic design, and those are high competition services. So I would probably go with brand identity and just use that as your title, brand identity specialist maybe. And then just make sure you get your capitalization correct here, your grammar. Those need to be fixed. $15 an hour. Okay, that's a good price point for what I'm seeing here right now, just at a glance. You start out with a testimonial, that's fine. Was professional and turnaround, so you got testimonial, testimonial, testimonial. But I don't really see where you're talking about the problem you solve for clients. So right now, your portfolio or your profile for me just says, I do a bunch of stuff. It doesn't scream expert to me because you're doing all of these different things. And then you've got different profiles. You got brand identity design, and that's even got different titles here. Spar brand logo designer, Your Man Friday. That makes no sense to me at all. This should just be brand identity specialist or brand identity designer. I am Spar brand logo and graphic designer, the best you can get. Definitely not the best I can get. I'm 100% sure of that. I am 100% sure, just based on reading your title, that I can get someone better for the same price even. So you need to update that, use Grammarly or use spell check, or just hire somebody to look over it for you. But up here in the beginning of your bio, I think you should actually talk about what problem you're going to solve for your client. What is that big problem for them? What makes it so bad for them? I don't think it's logo design or graphic design. I think it's brand identity, because brand identity is a little bit more high level. It's a little bit more vague, but the clients who need it, they know that those are the exact words they're searching for. When I need someone to help me with branding, I do not search for a graphic designer, and I definitely don't search for a logo designer. I search for a brand designer or a brand identity specialist, which makes it a better search term to rank for. Portfolio is looking good. I like your pictures. They look clean. This one doesn't have a title. You should have a title on it. Logo designer and graphic designer. Again, that should be... It's okay that you have those words there because those are in your title, but I would go with brand identity designer. It's going to make more sense for me. Let's see here. Esteban wants me to review his profile. You guys can send it through Discord. Just scroll up in the chat and you'll find the link to Discord. I don't think I have it saved. It's not copied, so I can't paste it right now. Portfolio piece. It looks pretty clean. I mean, yours is designed. So one of the things that is good for designers is that you don't have to spend a lot of time on text. You can put your visual style out there, and if the client likes what they see, then it's going to be easier for them to make that choice. So it's good that you have a lot of pictures, especially down here with your project catalog as well, and the pictures look really nice, and you have a ton of portfolio pieces. I think that's really smart, because I see too many people who are illustrators, they're brand designers, they're doing something artistic, and they've got no portfolio, or they've got one portfolio piece, and I can't really get a feel for their style. So having a lot of portfolio pieces when you are a visual freelancer doing in a visual field, that's going to be super helpful for you. Business development manager. I don't see how that really relates to what you're doing, so maybe take it out of there. Try to find some other employment experience that you could put in there. Experience in logo design. This is relevant, so that is helpful. But it looks like not really an other experience. I guess that's fine. Just maybe move logo design to the beginning, or maybe put brand identity design at the beginning, and then talk a little bit more about your experience with that. So, would I hire you over other freelancers, though? That's the question I keep returning to in my own head. I don't think, if you were sending proposals out with this profile, it's almost there, but it's not quite there. You need to update that title. You need to clean it up just a little bit in terms of your grammar, spelling, things like that. And then you should get more responses from clients. Maybe break this paragraph up down here too. This looks like a wall of text. It's a block. It's like looking at a square of text, which makes it hard to read. So you should break this up a little bit so that it's easier for the client to make it through and easier for them to read it. Now this part up here is good because it's easy for me to go through all of these quickly and see all the services you offer and see if you do the thing that I need help with. Obafemi. The virtual islander. Obafemi says experienced editor, copy editor, proofreader for fantasy novels. If I was going to pick one of these, it would be copy editor. You can make a lot of money with copy editing. Sometimes I think about just offering copy editing instead of copywriting because it's so much easier. I'm just like fixing other people's shit that they've already done. And oh man, that's so easy. Sometimes I do it for white papers. So made $3,000 for a white paper a month or two ago that all I did was copy edit, just edit the text that they already had. And I billed $3,000 for it. Who knows how much their other copywriter billed? Probably nothing. So you start out with, you got 3 profiles here, 89% JSS. You really need to work on that. I mean, 89, I think a lot of clients will still hire someone who's got 89% JSS, but you need to focus on over-delivering, getting several more 5-star feedbacks. You got different titles across your different profiles. I think when I tell people to pull these titles together, to just say the same thing from one specialized profile or from your general profile across all of your other specialized profiles, it's not just about the SEO, but it's also about the way it makes you look. It looks more professional to have those things pulled together. So you've got testimonials. I'm starting to see a lot of people starting with these testimonials. Since you are a writer, I don't think that it is wise to start with a testimonial. I think it's wiser to start with the problem you solve. So you've got 300 earned, 4 jobs. This says that was a testimonial from a satisfied client whose novel I edited and proofread, and I get a lot of that. When I edit your fiction and nonfiction fantasy, epic, young adult books, the outcome evokes the feelings of euphoria described above. Okay. Good. Your profile is long. It's filled out. You've got emojis. You've got things broken up. Nice. I like that. I actually like this bio better than the other ones that I saw at a glance. Dear author, congratulations, your manuscript is ready. After countless hours of brainstorming and painstaking writing session, you are finally holding your brainchild. This actually looks pretty good. Your text is flowing well. The writing is good. I think it's pretty good for proofreading. And your price, $25 an hour, that's probably a sensible price for now. Taking the bulk, more testimonials, eager about the services. Looks like you broke those down into bullet points. And then down here at the bottom, you got a call to actions. Send me a message with details about your objectives. I'm not sure about that comma there. That kind of reads funny to me. Send me a message with details about your objectives and what you need help with. Something about that sentence feels a little bit off. I might double check that and just make sure, see if you can shorten it a little bit so it flows a little bit better. From there, we will set up a meeting where I will answer your questions and we can discuss your project in detail. Okay. Down here, we've got timestamped, edited, and intelligent podcast transcription. Since you are doing editing, I would start with the word editing on all of these. If you don't know this, since you guys are here with me, we haven't really talked about it. Most of you are trying to rank your profile on the first page of search results for a single search term. But once you get it ranking for that single search term, one of the ways that you can get your profile to rank for additional search terms is to have your main keyword here at the beginning of this title for this portfolio piece, but then for these other portfolio pieces, the other search terms that you want to rank for, you can put them at the beginning of these titles in other pieces, and that'll help you to rank for those other terms. Skills, editor, English proofreader, those are looking good. That makes sense. Sex therapist, that stands out. Good testimonials. Nothing to change there. Certifications, those are looking strong. Your profile's looking really strong overall. I like the build out. I like that you've got plenty of text down here. You've got the right keywords here. Down here in your other experiences is an opportunity where you could add more text. You could add different pieces. I mean, the way I use the other experiences, I don't know how many of you have seen my profile, but I talk about whatever skills that I want to attract clients for. I write long other experience pieces, very long pieces. Just anything that I think they might want to know about me or know about the services I offer, I put it down here in this part because you get a ton of room to write stuff. Not bad overall. Got to get that JSS up though. Get that top rated status so that you can rank. This is strong enough for most clients to respond to you, but tighten your titles up and make them the same across your profiles. Let's see, Emmy Walker. So I'm showing 3 profiles left in Discord. That'll probably be the last of them that I do for the night. We'll do these last 3 profiles and then, yeah, I feel like that'll be a pretty good session for us. I'm glad y'all showed up. I thought I was going to be the only one in here. We did a live stream the other day and it was like dead, but I didn't tell anyone we were doing it, so I guess that's what happens. If you guys haven't done it yet, drop a like on this live stream just to help it get found later on. Kindy, 82% JSS. That's teetering on the brink of destruction and chaos. You got to get that up, man. 82%. I would hire somebody maybe with 82% if I didn't have better options. So for the services that you have, email marketing expert, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Klaviyo expert. Those are services where I might hire someone with 82% because they're specialized. I think the wisest option here for you would probably be usually with MailChimp and ActiveCampaign and Klaviyo. Hope I'm saying that right. Those are usually inbound marketing systems. They are usually automations leading into courses and things of that nature. So maybe inbound email marketing could be a good term for you. Email automation specialist could also be one. Or you could pick any one of these and just be a MailChimp marketing specialist, an ActiveCampaign email marketing, or Klaviyo specialist. Any terms like that would be a good one to rank for. You only need to rank for one of them though, so you can talk about all of the other things that you can help with down in your bio. Your bio starts creating email marketing strategies to attract, engage, and delight your audience. Email marketing is a powerful tool you can leverage to reach members of your audience directly, and I can help. Love it. That's a good way to open. You're talking about their problems. You're talking about, well, actually you didn't really talk about their problem that much, but you talk about the thing that they need help with, and then you connected yourself to it. So I like that. Are you struggling to figure out a befitting email marketing process? Are you struggling with low engagements? There's the problem. So now you're talking about the problems, the things that they want: improved conversion, stronger relationship with your audience, better ROI. That's actually really good. It's looking pretty clean. Bullets, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp. See, you were already going to talk about all of those things anyway. You're talking about them right here. So you only need to catch their attention with either the exact thing that most of your clients need help with, or the high level skill, which would be email marketing automation, something like that, or inbound email marketing. You want to have a trusted email marketing system on MailChimp, blah, blah, blah. I personally love to learn about your project and goals. So it's good overall. You're keeping it focused on them, talking about what they want and the problems that they have. Enough said. Do not hesitate to hit that contact button. Let's put brush to canvas and create your masterpiece. Okay, gotcha. There's your call to action. And then you got a PS statement. I'm available for invites and interviews. I can also show you samples of my work on request. Yours in email marketing. Nice little signature there. It takes a bow. A little bit of personality. I like that too. I actually think that you could almost add a touch more personality up here into this section to help you stand out to clients, especially with that 82% JSS. I think that would really set this over the edge. It's a good bio as it is right now. A little bit of personality up here in the beginning area, maybe a touch of humor, just something small would go a long way for this one. Looks like you got 5-star feedbacks on the first page of all of your recent jobs, so I don't know why your JSS is taking a while to come back up. So here you've got Klaviyo, abandoned cart setup, email templates and newsletters, and active campaigns. So you've got the right words, and these are the right words to rank for those different words. But if you want to rank for email marketing, then Klaviyo should not be the first word on this one. You can still use this portfolio piece as your first piece, but at least put the word email marketing in here somewhere. These make sense. These skills make sense, so nothing to change there. You got several projects. Let's see what these projects are. You will get Monday CRM, Monday project management on Monday.com, custom NFT generated artwork. This project doesn't really make sense to me, and it seems out of place. Your pricing is $25 an hour. You've got 5,000 earned, so you've got pretty strong earnings at this point. Even though you're at 82% JSS, I would try raising your rates to $50 an hour, or just under 50. So like 49 or 45, just under $50 an hour, and see if that changes the rate at which people reach out to you and the rates of responses that you get. These, I don't think you should have these. I think you should, look how they don't fit your branding. Everything up to this point has fit. You've got email marketing, MailChimp, Active Campaign. These are all email services, all automation services. These colors, this blue is the color of Active Campaign, and this green also fits. It just fits the overall kind of branding that you've got going on here. But when we scroll down, oops, hold on. Here's Active Campaign, Klaviyo. The colors are still matching. We've got greens and blues. There's a little bit of orange, but mostly I'm seeing greens and blues. Then we get down here and we've got yellows, we've got whites, all kinds of crazy colors going on. It's mostly whites and yellows and reds and stuff. It's just taking me out of that branding. The pricing also doesn't make sense. $50. I think you should get rid of this NFT one. These workflows, those are probably okay, but maybe change your picture. The social media, personal and virtual assistant, get rid of that crap. That doesn't relate to the stuff that you're doing. So it makes you look a little less professional. And you've got 2 pages of projects. I don't know. Is anybody responding to those projects? Because if not, maybe don't have them, because they're otherwise going to hurt your profile a little bit. Okay, let's scroll down here. Whoa, you have a boatload of testimonials. That's awesome. You should mention that if you don't. I didn't read through this all super carefully, but if you don't mention those testimonials, you should mention them up here somewhere. Be like, see my ridiculous amount of testimonials at the bottom of this profile. So people will scroll all the way down here and see all this stuff that you got, because that's a lot of credibility. Website developer, email marketing strategist. So you've got email marketing down here in your employment history. Maybe just talk more about what you did. Email automation expert. See, here you actually use that keyword, and I think you would be better off with specialist, but you use the right keyword there. Email marketing strategist for Berenza shoes. Okay, so not much to change down there. Main thing for you is going to be to get rid of the irrelevant pieces here. Get rid of the virtual assistant stuff. Get rid of the NFT stuff. Just don't even talk about that stuff. Beyond that, raise your rates. $45, $49 an hour, and then getting your JSS back up is just going to be a matter of closing a few gigs out and getting good 5-star feedback. Oh, but Femi's working on the suggestions that I suggested. Awesome. Good. I hope you guys see some results from these. Hopefully you will get some good results from them. Maybe some of you will rank close to that first page. Let's see here. Mohit Singh. Didn't I already review his earlier? I'm just seeing that at the bottom there. Maybe he came back. This one's Glenda's. Okay, let's go over here and Glenda W. Expert social media business manager, content marketing strategist. I like what I'm seeing overall. 100% top rated. Got a good shiny picture up here. The blue stands out. Got a nice video cover here too. This is a really nice looking video cover. Every business needs a presence on social media, but keeping up with algorithm changes and knowing exactly what to post. There we go. She's talking about the problem right away, getting into that client's problem. And you used one of your keywords here in the first sentence, so that's good. And you didn't start with I. All awesome stuff. So expert social media business manager. I think this should just be social media business manager. Content marketing strategist. I think probably social media manager or social media business manager. Either one of those would be all right. You got a good price point here, 10,000 earned, so you've got 355 hours. I think your price point makes sense. You could probably test up maybe $60 an hour easily. I can see that just at a glance from what I'm seeing here. The copywriting for your bio looks good enough for 60, 75 even, based on 100% top rated, good photo, good video. Things are looking clean. Anywhere from $40 to $100 an hour would be where I'd position you. And you could try 100. I think that you could try that with this profile. Every business, so we've already read that. In order to stand out, you're talking about what they need, what you provide is needed and in demand. Your customers, clients just need to find you first. I can help your business to get in front of the right people on social media. I offer management, strategy, and content creation for easy to see those when I'm browsing down, so that's all really good. Also talking about TikTok. TikTok's an interesting one. I think you should put TikTok up here in the bullets because what I'm seeing is a huge shift away from Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter. I mean, I don't even know when the last time someone talked about Pinterest was, and I'm seeing a huge shift toward TikTok. So if you're going to be a social media manager, having that skill, not just TikTok, also if you're doing TikTok, then Facebook Reels and also YouTube's, whatever YouTube calls them, Shorts or whatever. Mentioning those could be good for you. Takes a lot of moving parts to come up with an execute. My typical process is, okay, here's something I like. I like that you have your process. Clients love to see this for some reason. They really like it, and it really makes you feel professional when you know your process. And a lot of people do not know their process. So are you ready to get social with your business? Let's talk about your needs. Don't hesitate to message me with any questions you might have. Okay, you've got a call to action down here. Good. Let's change this up, though. Let's get rid of this don't hesitate, because the words don't hesitate, most people don't know this about hypnotherapy, but the word don't, whenever you say the word don't, it just gets ignored by the mind. So really how the mind reads this sentence is, hesitate to message me with any questions you might have. And you don't want the client to fixate on hesitating. We don't want to put that idea of hesitation in their head at all. So just switch this over to contact me with any questions you might have. Or, so are you ready to get social with your business? Message me and let's get started right now. You get a consultation for $30. Your price is $40 an hour here. So to me, your minimum consultation price should match your $40 an hour rate. I mean, why would you do a consultation for less than an hour? Probably a 1 hour consultation. Make it $40 so that you're getting your money's worth, so that you're getting your time's worth. Feedback is looking pretty good. You got 4.05, but that's no big deal. What did they say? Glenda was very responsive, easy to work up with. Ended up not being the best fit for what I needed, but she was very punctual. Man, that's just a client who is sour for no reason. I don't know. Doesn't look like you really have anything to change there. Just maybe wasn't a fit for whatever reason. Good portfolio pieces. This one looks a little bit funny to me for some reason, but it's all right. I like that you do Canva design, template creation for Facebook. Just make those changes like we did on the other ones to where you're putting the keyword at the front of this. I expect this to be mostly design, so yeah, that's looking really good as far as design goes. For SEO purposes, you might want to talk a little bit more about what you did, what the client needed, what they needed help with, how you helped them, those things here. Project catalog, social media, personalized content strategy, that makes sense. Social media audit, that makes sense. Down here, if you look at your projects, see, you've got your consultation fee way too low because your projects, you got one starting at $1,000, $500. I think those prices make a lot of sense. I don't know how many clients are seeing this stuff. The projects is still an enigma for me, and I've only taken one client or two clients through the projects feature at this point, so I still haven't solved that puzzle yet. But if you're going to price these like this, then your consultation fee should definitely be higher. Employment history, Droughtsman, Lands and Surveys Department, Government, Commonwealth, customers. So you need to talk a little bit about social media. If you did anything social media related at all. If you didn't do anything social media related, then I guess you could just leave it out, but add some other experiences maybe and talk about some of your social media experiences that you've had. That way you have something down here that is about social media, or otherwise find ways to relate these back to social media management. This is one of the strongest profiles, I think. Let me go. So you've got different ones here. You've got different pricing too. I don't know. That could hurt you as far as SEO goes, but you've got 10,000 earned overall. So it seems like you're getting jobs, and it seems like you're getting responses probably to your proposals. You're new to TikTok management? Yeah, I think that TikTok is totally worth putting in there for your bullet points. I think it makes a lot of sense. TikTok has just exploded recently, and everyone's talking about it. I've gotten messages from Etsy saying that you need to be doing TikTok for your Etsy shops, and just everybody's doing it now. It's wild. You've had one client. Well, one client through projects is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. I've only had one client through projects, and I just haven't figured out how to get them. Self-taught social media marketer. That's cool. You should mention that. I don't know who Rachel Peterson is, but I don't spend that much time in social media arenas. But if she is the queen of social media, then it's a good credibility marker for you. You should name drop her somewhere in your profile here. Overall, it's a good one, though. You've got a really good, strong profile. Everything's looking good. Grammar's looking good. Spelling. Main changes for me. Test your pricing. I think you could be at a higher price point, and for SEO purposes you could make these the same across your different profiles if you wanted to, but if you're getting responses to your proposals, then it's not such a big deal. Oh yeah, and this consultation, raise that price at least to 40, preferably to 100. We already did Mohit. All right, this is gonna be the last one, I guess, for the night, and then I'm gonna go pass out. Let's put it up here. Esteban, ENSP, and SPEN translator and proofreader. All right, immediate thought. Well, you got 100% JSS, 70,000 earned. Holy. Well, it seems like it's working for you. I was going to say that my immediate thought was that this is not something that clients would search for. In my head, I would think that I would search for English to Spanish translator, but maybe clients are searching for it this way. So you've got several different things here: medical document translation, technical document translation, and then just regular English to Spanish, Spanish to English translation. To me, from what I'm seeing, and you get 70,000, okay, so 2 hours, 13 total jobs. So it almost looks like you got picked up by a couple of clients for some really big projects. That's really interesting. Esteban Maraver, legal and medical translator. You've got a really specialized skill. Translation is kind of a specialized skill as far as I'm concerned. So specializing in legal and medical, that's an awesome skill to have, because not a lot of people are going to have that. It says, pleased to meet you. I'm Esteban Maraver. Hope I'm saying that right. A lawyer turned full-time translator, and I am at your service for all your technical translation needs. Whether you require assistance for the translations of legal agreements or court sentences, or you need to translate medical reports and documents following a hospital stay, I will provide you with translation of the utmost quality. I mean, really, your profile... Okay, I think that your price, first of all, your price is way too low. You should be at least $7,500 an hour, for sure, especially coming from a legal background. I mean, just being a lawyer means to me that you should be up around 75 to 100 minimum per hour. And it's not just that you have that legal background, then you're piling translation on top of that. So it's so specialized, and we can already see that clients were willing to pay for this service from you. So fixed price, 15 grand. We've got another one down here, 20 grand somewhere. And I thought I saw another one. There's one for 7,000. So clients are willing to pay these big prices. I think you can attract bigger fish, maybe if you try positioning yourself a little bit higher. So that by having that $75 to $100 plus price point, since you're probably already ranking at the top of search results, or close to it, close to that first page at least for this search term. But I'm not 100% sure that clients will search for this, so I don't know. But with that kind of specialty, definitely try raising those rates and see how your results change, because when you have those higher rates, that also can affect the fixed price rates that you can bill, and it can sometimes help you bill even higher fixed price rates. So you've got good feedback from your jobs. Everything's looking great there, and you don't have top rated status for some reason, but you have 100% JSS. When you get top rated status, let's see, most recent one, September 2021. So you're like just out of the range. I don't think you'll have top rated plus. If you would have gotten top rated status like a month ago, you would have top rated plus right now, because you have to have a big gig that's like $10,000, and you have to earn $10,000 on your profile, and you have to have 100% JSS. But you should at least have top rated. For these portfolio pieces, I would recommend loading an image in here just to give the client something visual to look at. Sorry, I didn't realize you're typing stuff in the message. You have a couple of long-term clients that you've managed to keep very happy. Yeah, that's a good way to go. Upwork likes those long-term clients, and they especially like people who are making them money. So what part would you say is a drag for you, though, when it comes to finding clients? Is it that clients aren't responding to your proposals, or is it that there's just not that many clients out there looking for these skills? That would be my question. As far as your portfolio is concerned, drop some images in there, because it's going to help clients look through this and it gives them that visual something. I don't know, for some reason the visual stuff kind of pulls their profile together. Not everybody's some people process information visually over like reading the information and processing it that way. So when they see a picture of what you do, it pulls it together for them. FCI recommendation letter. Recommendation letter, MA, outsourcing translation agency. What I'm liking about these, even though they're not necessarily optimized for SEO, they are. We talked about this in a recent video about cheat code words. So saying the words FCI recommendation letter, the exact right clients are going to know probably what that is. And all of the other clients aren't going to know, but the ones that you want to attract, who are going to be those long-term clients who pay the highest rates, they would probably know what that is. Okay, you've got 3 paragraphs in your description here, so that's plenty. And then you've got the attachment up here. 4 pages, that's plenty of pages of portfolio pieces. So maybe just add images to these, at least these first 3, and I would say the first 4, because that's going to make it look better on mobile devices. These fit, nothing to change with your skills. Those are pulled together plenty. Employment history, other experiences. Those are all looking good. You've got your keywords in there, plenty of information, and you got plenty of pieces here. So the only thing that you might add in there, because some of these are older. This one says 2017 to present. So I was going to say you might add some more recent experiences in here and just talk about those. But this is a really cool profile because it seems like you should be able to pick up clients really easily. We just got to figure out what the struggle is. So if the struggle is getting responses, yeah. Getting responses, that's something we could probably take a look at in Discord maybe. I won't do it tonight, but if you want to drop a proposal in Discord, either myself or someone else could take a look at it and just see if there's anything that jumps out to us about your proposals. Like, why are people not hiring you at this rates? Because your profile looks really strong and you're so specialized that I can't see any reason why somebody would not hire you based on what I'm seeing. Unless they're, I don't know, it could be like if they're intimidated. Sometimes clients get intimidated by my credibility, and having degrees and just certain things in my background will intimidate them, but it's such a strong profile and it's such a specialized skill that they should want to work with you. I mean, I just can't see any reason why they wouldn't. Abid, is your profile in Discord? Because I don't see it. I'm going to look real quick, but I've sent the link in Discord so long before. Hold on. Well, what's your name in Discord? Let me check and I'll see if I can find it. Because I'm not sure where you put it, but I'll review it if I can find it. Let me see if it's over here in the main chat. I know I reviewed that one. I think that I went through all of these, so are you sure I didn't review it earlier? Well, I don't see it, so Mohit, I did review your profile. I reviewed it. No, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't review yours because it was set to private earlier. Let me check it out real quick. It's still set to private. So that's going to be the last one I do for tonight. I think I'm going to call it quits there, because we've been on the stream for several hours now. Yeah, just check it out. Go back and review the proposal videos. If you have questions, bring them in the Discord chat. And those of you who did not get your profiles reviewed, just swing by the Discord chat and drop it in there. And if I got time, I'll take a look and just give you some feedback in Discord, since we couldn't get to them here. And since I didn't see some of them were set to private. You have to have your profile set to public for me to be able to actually see it, and for other clients to be able to see it as well. Yeah, it is. It's in private mode. Yep. Thanks for showing up, guys and girls, and whoever else may be in the chat. Make sure you drop a like, and I will see you later. And if I ever remember how to end a stream, I'll probably end it. All right, later.